Hi, I'm interviewing Miss Croft in her regular class. I'm interviewing her about the Bill Clinton impeachment trial. Okay, Miss Croft, what do you remember about the event?
Well, I was in high school, and I remember that it was a pretty big deal for a president to be impeached. Um, it tied a lot into our history classes because there was only another one president to be impeached, and that was Andrew Johnson back after Lincoln's presidency. So it was kind of historical in that way that we talked about it in our history class, but it was also a big deal because the topic it was a sex scandal. So everybody made lots of jokes about it. It was kind of the butt of everybody's jokes on like Saturday Night Live. But even though it had happened before with JFK and Marilyn Monroe, it was just pretty secret and private. So it was kind of the first time that the sex scandal took over the tabloids as far as being in the presidency.
Next question. How do you think the event affected your personality?
That's a difficult question to answer because number one, it hasn't really affected my personality. I'm not a politician and I have never been involved in a political sex scandal. However, it just as a adult now it makes me think more about who I vote for, and it's not just about the political issues, but it may be about what their personal life is too. So it probably didn't affect me then, but now it affects me because I wonder about the moral fiber of a character.
Okay. How do you think the event affected the United States?
That was gross. Um,
Okay, next question. How do you think the event affected the United States?
well, it just became the butt of everybody's jokes. Um, Saturday Night Live is fair game for anybody that wants to make fun of anything that happens in the news, politics, world leaders, news stories. So it provided a lot of jokes for a lot of people for a long time, and it still provides a lot of jokes. I mean, there's that quote, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. So now a lot of people just kind of say it over and over again when they're in reference to some totally different topic. Again, first time a president had been impeached since Andrew Johnson. That was big news. And I don't know about everybody else, but it makes people think about what's going on behind closed doors in the White House. Oh, and if you have a cookie, wouldn't you eat it?
And Hodges, he's gonna answer some questions about Barack Obama.
Okay.
What do you remember about the election of Barack Obama?
I remember that it was a monumental, like something very memorable, because it was our first African American president. So that is always something that I will remember, that he was our first African American president.
How did the event affect your personality?
No, I don't know. You're gonna have to redo it because I don't know. I didn't even think about it for a second.
This event affect the United States of America?
It affected the United States of America because it put a new face for the nation. It put a newer face because we've always been used to like Caucasian presidents, and it just put like a new face and like a brighter face to the nation.
Did the election of Barack Obama affect you personally?
It affected me personally because it made me feel like our country is taking a change and that we're becoming more diverse.
Okay, I'm here with Ali Rios, about to do her interview. Okay, first question. What do you remember about the election of Donald Trump?
I remember a lot of chaos, a lot of bad opinions on him, and him saying like a lot of whack stuff. Anyways, he did end up winning, so I guess that didn't count, or that doesn't matter.
How did this event affect you personally?
Well, it didn't affect me much, but it did affect my family. It did give them a good scare because I do have a lot of immigrants in my family. So other than that, it didn't affect me at all.
How do you think this event affected the United States?
Hold on, wait.
How did this event affect the United States?
Like I mentioned before, it did cause a lot of chaos. There was like a lot of, from my view, there was like a lot of hate going around, and I guess people saying they couldn't really believe he actually made president. But I think other than that, it didn't really affect America at all. Yeah.
He was a really good president, and the Berlin Wall went down, and he said to the president or whatever dictator of Russia, tear down this wall.
Okay, other question. How did it affect you personally? All of that stuff you just said.
I don't know. I'm not like a East German, so I wouldn't know how it affected me.
Okay, and then
I was so young then, it's hard to remember.
the last question is, how did it affect the United States?
Economically affected them real well.
All right, thanks, Tidwell.